Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
Rashad. Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
What's happening, twin? What's up, everybody? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Dan is in the building already. Dan was posting before the dang stream. I said, gosh, I was like, can I get in the building first? I love it. I love the energy. What's happening, Dan? What's happening, twin? Oh man, I don't know how long the stream is going to be tonight. It might be a short stream. It is 3 a.m. So, with all things considered, it might be getting in, getting out. Handle your business, get in, get out. But and then also is one part that I'm like kind of scared to like react to or whatever because of copyright reasons and everything for the sake of the stream. However, we'll just get into it. Let's get into it, man. So without further ado, we're going to start off with this. Sue Bird, the great Sue Bird. Minutes played, records crushed, and trophies won. Sue Bird is now enshrined in bronze in Seattle. It's the first WNBA statue in history. That's fire, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's so fire. Obviously, in the college world, you have Asia Wilson. I'm not sure if anybody else in college has a statue. Maybe, perhaps. Y'all let me know off top if anybody has one in anyone else in college other than Asia Wilson. Let me see if I can see a story. Should we go to Seattle? We'll go to the Seattle Times. Shouts out to the Seattle Times, man. Shouts out to the state of Washington. Seattle Storm unveiled a Sue Bird statue, the first for a WNBA player. Shouts out to real journalism, local journalism, man. This is a dope picture, bro. And it seems like they got it right. That's the thing. A lot of people be getting it wrong. I feel like, man, this is well deserved because what Sue Bird represents, she was obviously just the most consistent player, right, with Seattle through all the decades, through all the eras, whether it was Lauren Jackson, whether it was Breonna Stewart, like Sue was there the entire time. Jewel Lloyd, Sue was there the entire time. And then when the team left, the Seattle Sonics, when the Sonics left in 2008, all they had was the Storm. So they put extra support behind the Storm and stuff like that up in Seattle. And Sue Bird was the face of that through all the eras. Shouts out to Swing Cash as well. And so no one, I don't think, in the league was more deserving of a statue than her. I think about Atlanta with Angel McCoughtry perhaps down the line. I think of Maya Moore, obviously, in Minnesota. But then it's, then you open up the can of worms there. It's like, does Sylvia Fowles get one? It's a whole thing. Is it just Maya Moore? So I definitely think that she should be in the running for a statue. Who else? In Houston could definitely get some statues, but, they don't have a team. That's why Kathy's trying to push them over there that way. I'm trying to think of anybody else in WNBA history. I don't know if Candace deserves a statue in LA. Maybe Lisa gets a statue in LA. Lisa Leslie gets a statue in LA. That's kind of, debatable. Trying to think of who else could get a statue around the league. No more Detroit shot. Nobody in Dallas, nobody in Tulsa. And salute to Skylar Diggins, but no. Respectfully, no. Asia Wilson might get one in Vegas at this point. So, anyways, let's go read the story by Katie Sheft. Shout out to Katie Sheft. A pair of point guards, Lenny and Sue, now guard the entrance of the Climate Pledge Arena. Dang, so Lenny Wilkens has a statue. I did not know Lenny Wilkens had a statue in Seattle. Shout out to Lenny Wilkens, the Atlanta legend. A statue honoring WNBA legend and soon-to-be Hall of Famer Sue Bird was unveiled on Sunday. Her 8-foot, 650-pound statue took place next to his likeness of former Supersonics player coach Lenny Wilkens, added to the arena grounds in June. Her nose, broken 5 times during her 21-year career, passed muster. So did her ponytail swishing as she goes up for it. I like you as a writer, Kate. This is a good. I'm already impressed. She's not immortalized in bronze, attempting to pull up jump shot or add in to her career assist records. As Bird explained on Sunday, her pose represents the beginning and end of a legendary career. Her very first WNBA points at the former Key Arena as a rookie were on the layup. Her final points in her 2022 retirement were also on the layup. The Storm are the first WNBA franchise to dedicate a statue to a former player. And here is the unveiling right here ceremony. Salute, salute. I'm not going to play it for the sake of copyright, but congratulations. On this Lenny Wilkins, that's crazy. The fact both humbles me and fills me with pride. Gary Payton needs one, right? Gary Payton obviously needs one. The fact that this both humbles me and fills me with pride, not just for me, but for what this represents for women's basketball, for every young girl who will walk past this statue, and every young boy is going to be doing the same thing, Bird said. The truth is, I never set out to be the first to do anything. But if I'm being the first, it means that I won't be the last. If this statue means 20 years from now, there'll be more statues of other WNBA greats, some of whom are in this audience, then I'm proud to be the first. So I guess it's Diana Taurasi in Phoenix. Like, she needs one too, right? Because she spent her entire career in Phoenix. Bird's career is spent entirely in Seattle. Includes 4 league titles and 13 All-Star selections. A loyal and visible advocate for more than 2 decades, Bird is credited with helping expanding the WNBA to become what it is today. It's the biggest I told you so that any of us could have ever had in our lives, Bird said, because we knew what we had. We believed in it. We just needed other people to see it, and they did. And of course, it goes kaboom. Bird's statue was created by sculptor Julie Rotblatt Armony. Shouts out to a woman for coming up with a good statue. You seen that D-Wade statue? Anyways, Rotblatt Harmony Studio is the leading artistic team behind the Wilkins statue, plus the Ken Griffey Jr., Edgar Martinez, and Dave Neha statues at T-Mobile Park, among others. Excuse me. Harmony took measurements and photos during an in-person session and made a clay model Bird could see before welding progress. Bird chose some of the details, including the jersey and the Nike Huaracha 2K sneakers that she'd be wearing, plus, of course, the pose. Bird reasoned that Wilkins would already be, quote-unquote, playmaking off the dribble, so someone had to, quote-unquote, finish it off. A fan festival and Storm matchup with the Phoenix Mercury, called the quote-unquote Forever Sioux game, was set to follow with the statue unveiling at 3 p.m. 2 years after retiring, Bird joined the Storm's ownership group. I did not know that. And it's often at games, even when she isn't being honored. I knew that. During the festivities on Sunday, August 17, 2025, it was designated as Sue Bird Day at the city, county, and state levels. Quote-unquote. Oh, should I take this time to say this? I've seen a lot of people, a lot of blogs that's on DDG side. First of all, I get it. Everybody that wants to support and defend DDG and everything like that, because, you know, they want to fight for fathers' rights to custody and everything like that. I get it. Don't make up stuff. Like, facts are facts, bro. And it was clear as day that Halle Bailey was holding a proclamation, a framed proclamation from the city of Los Angeles at the event of this particular organization. People are saying, oh, no, she didn't receive this made-up award from the city. It was actually from this small organization. I want people to read, bro. I want people to go to local events and go to where a city is handing someone a proclamation. There can be an event for one thing, and you can get a proclamation from the city at that event. That's just like the city honoring you you just happen to be out at an event already in public, and hey, we just want to give you this. Thank you for what you're doing for the community, or thank you for what you're representing in ABC. They do it all the time in all cities. It's like a community thing. So people saying, oh, that's wild. I don't get it. And, you know, like I said, I see what you're saying with supporting fathers' rights and stuff like that, but come on, let's be real. It takes other people's reaction to it for me to fully grasp and understand the magnitude, Bird said. And as I've gone through some of these last couple of years, that's becoming clearer to me. I have my own reaction to it, but then when I see other people react to it, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty big deal. I'm really starting to feel and understand the magnitude of the moment. what a statue means, what it means for women, what it means for a WNBA player. Multiple former WNBA players spoke, including Storm's legend Lauren Jackson, who said she avoids public speaking engagements, quote unquote, at all costs, but makes exceptions when Bird is involved. Jackson noted Bird's 5 Olympic gold medals, which usually comes at the expense of Jackson and our Australian teammates. Bird's UConn teammate and roommate, Swin Cash, who went on to become a 4-time WNBA All-Star and 3-time champion, was present. One of those titles came in 2010 in Seattle alongside Bird. Cass says she defined greatness not just by numbers and banners, but quote unquote, the way you change the air in the community. For the city of Seattle, Sue is not just a player, she's family. This was told to me by a lady at Norsom yesterday. Cass said to laughter, that's funny. Bird saluted Seattle several times while standing next to her new statue. This hard to miss ode to an all-time great is a testament to the impact that she's had on her adopted home and the impact that it had on her. This statue will stand here long after we're gone, and I hope it tells a simple story that greatness isn't just about being perfect, it's about being persistent. You better say that, Bird. That's a bar. Gosh, Lee. That's a bar. That you can be true to yourself and still achieve extraordinary things. That when a city believes in you, anything is possible. You better say that. And when you inevitably see a little bird poop on my statue's shoulder, don't worry about it. Just consider it family checking in and reminding me where home is. You better say that. Shouts out to Kate. All right with you, Kate. All right with you, Kate. That was well written, dog. Let me see Kate. This Kate's page. Is this her? I don't. This right here. I rock with you, Kate. That was a good story, bro. I rock with you, dog, for sure. Shout out to Kate. Y'all follow Kate. Okay. Let me catch up on chat now. Another episode of the Rashad and Dan show coming live to you live from Texas and from the ATL. How about the show last night, Rashad? We got to make sure those weird people don't show up again 100%. This is a family show at its finest. It's not necessarily like the most G-rated show. It does get kind of, you know what I'm saying, crazy topics sometimes. But it is for the most part clean. Rashad, I got some other songs that are on blast from the past. How about Don't Ya from the Pussycat Dolls and Work It from Fifth Harmony? Those ladies know how to sing and style at the same time. Don't You? So, don't you? I don't want to do that one on camera, but Work It, I think it's Baby I'm worth. Nah, that's not the song. But that might be it. But I don't know. Shouts out to Fifth Harmony, though. Shouts out to Normani. I saw this, and that's a true honor for Sue, 100% facts. There have been some great WNBA players around the association. It's crazy that they do so much for their communities, and they deserve their respect, 100%. She got a lot of praise for sure. Yes, she did. She stayed committed to the city, and she deserves that respect. Oh, he said that's the song? Okay, bet. Hey. Baby, I'm worth. But yeah. 21 years with one franchise is just not very heard of. I know in the WNBA, I'm trying to think who was the player that really kind of opened it up like KD did in the NBA or LeBron did. We're going to Miami. Would you say it was Candace Parker? It might have been Candace Parker, but that was pretty late. Like, when did Candace Parker? That might have been it, bro. Candace Parker leaving. She might have been the first one to leave. Goes to Chicago Sky. In 2021? That might have been the first one, like, at that magnitude where they still could play. Because, you know, Cheryl Soups, Swin Cash, a bunch of other, like, legends, they change, you know, different teams and stuff like that. But I think Candace Parker might have been the first in the W while she could still play to change teams. So I would say, yeah, Candace Parker, bro. She might have been the first to do it in 2021. So I guess Sue was just a product of her she's a product of her time period. Diana Taurasi did the same thing. DT did the same thing. So yeah. And Tamika Catchings, she could use a statue in Indiana, but Caitlin Clark's probably definitely going to get one. But yeah, Tamika Catchings deserves one. Yeah. So those are just a few. Angel McCutcheon in Atlanta, Tamika Catchings in Indiana, Maya Moore in Minnesota, and maybe Lisa Leslie in LA. LA makes the most sense. It makes sense too. Because if you ever been to LA, bro, outside the little thing, they got like mad statues. Like the whole front of the arena is just a bunch of statues in front of Crypto Arena, dog. Let me see. Rashad, I might test your memory on some of the songs in your childhood, in our childhood. Hey, go ahead. That's like Dirk and Mutombo saying with their franchises for the long call. Yeah, Mutombo, like God rest his soul. God rest the Kimber Mutombo's soul. Mutombo was on a few teams. Candace Parker got mad respect for it, though. Nah, 100%. Shout out Candace Parker. But oh yeah. Okay. We spent enough time on that. That was 16 minutes. Next thing next is Afeni. Afeni is home, man. Afeni is home. Dang. This dang. You tell, yeah, she can feel that love, man. She can feel that love for sure, man. So Afeni, I feel like before I just look up what's going on, because I've seen her name in passing on social media the past few days. I think Afeni is an activist who, like Chris Sales, was helping out Palestine, and she was held captive, and she was just freed, and she made it back to U.S. soil. So I want to see this. Okay, DC council members question Metro Police use of force. Afeni. So what is going on with this Afeni thing? Afeni worked to make sure that lawful rights as she traveled. Where should I? Is there? She's arrested in DC. Arrested by the Metro Transit Police during a confrontation in DC that was brought to court today. Our comrade Afeni is free. All right, I'm gonna go to Instagram, and hopefully this ain't copyrighted. Because gosh, I feel like y'all be copyrighting everything. That's good. Wow. Hold on, here we go. In Washington, D.C., did they say artist? Activist Afeni was arrested, pepper sprayed, and slammed to the ground by Metropolitan Police for protecting youth at the Navy Yard Metro Station over alleged fare invasion. Oh my goodness. Afeni worked to ensure the youth knew their lawful rights as they traveled. Saturday, August 16th, she was released in the arms of loved ones and supporters. In a video, Afeni was overwhelmed with the support as she cried tears of joy and pain. Her eyes began to burn from the after effects of the pepper spray. Man. Following Harriet Dreams and Free DC project to learn more about the state of DC as our organizations fight to protect the city from federal takeover and youth citizens being targeted by the police. Also, she wasn't even doing, like, this was just for DC. Oh my goodness. This one, oh my goodness, that's so sad, bro. That is so sad, dog. Well, shout out to Afeni for like doing something to protect the rights of young people who probably didn't know the rights, to be honest, because they're young, like they don't know the law. Like if a policeman tells you can't do that, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I can't do it. I don't know. Christian Smalls right here. I thought his name was Christian Sales, but shouts out to Christian Smalls. This is not a drill. I need all my DC comrades to come pull up for Afeni. The fascist Trump amped up police thugs arrested her while she was protecting the youth last night, 1 p.m., 500 Indiana Avenue. She said, I'm home. I love y'all. Shouts out to Chris, bro. This man, Chris, he don't play, bro. It's a few, I ain't gonna lie. It's a few activists, bro. I just be rocking with, dog. And I don't know much about Chris Smalls, but everything I see of him, I be rocking with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be rocking with it. This is Afeni. Hold on. Shouts out to my brother Phil Lewis. There was a down Friday, an anti-violence group. They held a Know Your Rights training session for the youth.
Breathe in. Breathe out.
No, I don't think so because they didn't see. Oh, breathe in, breathe out. They got them doing meditation.
Breathe in your nose and you breathe out.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna do that on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. How that make y'all feel? Good. Breathe in your nose and you breathe.
Big W. That's a big W, man. Shouts out to the people in the community doing the real work, bro. I got to get back out in the field. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I need to get back in the field. Sergeant Dale badge. Uh-oh.
For what? For what? I just scanned my fucking card. Right. You just saw me scan my fucking card. Get the fuck out of my face. Let me see your ID. Get the fuck out of my face. Let me see your ID. I don't have it. Get out of my face. Because I just scanned my fucking card. You just watched me. Did you just watch me scan my card? Let me see your ID. Okay, let me see my citation. But all y'all just watch me scan my card, right? I don't have it. I just said I don't have it. Get the fuck out of my face. Let me see your card. I don't have. No, I don't have to show you shit. Give me my citation. Give me my citation. Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Here. For what? For what? I just scanned my fucking card. Right. You just saw me scan my fucking card. Get the fuck out of my face.
Come on, call Nene.
Oh,
right
oh no!
Open the door.
Stay back.
That's Afeni?
Stay back.
I'm back.
Stay back.
This is what you're here for. You have this person and you're jumping on them. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, man. She ain't no threat, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Y'all see that? What did she do?
That's what I'm saying, man. She ain't no threat.
They just detained a female.
Get people in under your.
She wasn't
When
even
I was on the phone with you, she was on the thing. I'm thinking she just recorded. And the one cop just kept pepper spray.
Yeah, you want to pose? Sir, can we get your badge number?
No, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, dog. What in the world was going on? Jeez Louise. I will now just be blacking y'all black. That's funny.
Free. First and foremost, Afeni is free, y'all. Afeni is free. Afeni is free because we do not leave our people to be kidnapped and taken by the state. We are building the infrastructure for liberation right here, baby. Right. We have people ready on site. We had child support. We had the things that we needed. She is here. She's safe. She's free. She's with us. The fight not over. There's still more to do. But for today, her body is safe. She's here with us. So emergency youth curfew zone is enacted in Navy Yard for 3 days. Federalization just happened on Monday. They have been snatching youth left and right. So we go watch the cops. We want to see what the force is like, particularly in this youth curfew zone. We start from 7 p.m. We go through curfew because curfew starts at 8 p.m. and there's MPD, there's Metro Police, there's Homeland Security, there's FBI. There are all these different federal agencies. Every single corner had a cop car on it, sometimes two. I really feel like the local police forces feel like their territory is infringed upon. And because of that, they're going around basically beating their fucking chests like, oh, I got this. This is my territory. This is my city. Sergeant Deal with Metro Transit drastically escalated, brutalized, pepper sprayed, slammed Afeni on the fucking ground. There is no grounds for that. Absolutely no grounds for that for fare evasion. Alleged fare evasion. We have to do something different. And you know what gives me hope? These people right here.
Right.
These people who showed up and said, not in my city. Not in my city. We keep each other safe.
Dang. That's crazy, bro. The craziest part to me is you see how what I thought it was. I thought it was Palestine. Bro, this is in America. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, dog. This is insane, bro. That's really sad stuff. Well, I'm glad Afeni is free.
But this is a fascist takeover of DC, and that our youth are going to be directly impacted by this.
Get out of the way.
It doesn't fucking matter about me.
I will be fine. Our kids will not be.
The police just used excessive force, detained Afeni, pepper spray her in the face.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. These activists, bro. They really about it, dog. Like I know a lot of activists these days. They catch a lot of flack because they came in a time of
I want people
social media. So it's like, oh, they just want to be famous. They just want followers. They're influencers. Like, nah, these folks really doing what they do for sure.
And this is the hardest video that I could ever make, the hardest news that I could ever tell, the news that I've been trying to believe that they are true since yesterday morning and begging to not to be true, but unfortunately it is. Yesterday, the Israeli cabinet, the Israeli ministers approved, confirmed a plan to occupy Gaza City. And by saying Gaza City, I mean only those areas of Gaza, because the east areas of Gaza anyways are under the Israeli military control. We're talking now about 1 million plus people living only in these areas, small areas, and camping in the west of Gaza after being displaced from Shuja'iyya, Tufah, Zaytun neighborhoods east to Gaza City, from Jabalia, Beit Hanun, and Beit Lahia towns north to Gaza City. And I'm also talking about the last inhabited place in the whole of north of Gaza Strip. So occupying this city means a total annihilation of the Palestinian existence in the north of Gaza Strip and not being able forever to return here back. Okay. The Israeli government is saying that this plan will take between 2 to 5 years, and that after this plan, the infrastructure will be destroyed. The last standing buildings in whole of Gaza Strip will be also destroyed. And they're saying this shamelessly, actually. 2 to 5 years of destruction. We've already seen what happened in 1 year of destruction in Rafah. It's all flattened. There's nothing standing in Rafah after the Israeli government told all the world that it is a limited military operation in Rafah, because everyone was against it. Everyone is against this. But will the reactions of the world, governments and individuals, be the same? Because if they are the same, then we should say goodbye to each other's, all of us, and you should send the last salute to us, because we would never be able to carry on after the destruction of the last buildings. There will be no opportunity, even a small glimpse of hope, that the Palestinians would be able to return, to rebuild, or to live after anything, because everything about this plan means that it's the last phase of the genocide. It's the end. What we need from you now is to multiply everything you've done so far 100 times. You need guys to intensify everything you've done to Gaza before and to make it serious. Your governments need to cut the diplomatic, the political, the economic ties with Israel right now, in this moment, because once this plan starts, there's no way back. There's no Palestine back. There is no Gaza back.
That's so sad, man. That is so sad. But like she said, folks got to speak up. Folks got to speak up.
Hi, this is Bisan, and
Folks
this
got
is
to speak up. Folks got to support Palestine and everything like that, because they're literally attempting to wipe them out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sad thing. Pray for Palestine, free Sudan, free the Congo. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Free all those wrong in captivity, for sure. It's about the human race. Rashad, you ever been pepper sprayed before? No, I ain't never been pepper sprayed. Never been pepper sprayed. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Praise God, I never been pepper sprayed. But yeah. Identification is not explicitly mandated. She asked for her citation, and he never gave the citation. So there it is right here. DC Law 101 in Washington, D.C. When stopped for fare evasion on the metro, individuals are required to provide their true name and address to the Metro Transit Police, NTPD, for issuance of a civil citation. Identification is not explicitly mandated. So there you have it. Afeni's free. I'm glad she is. It's crazy what's going on in DC. Like I said, the craziest part is I'm thinking it's Palestine because her name's tied to Free Palestine, Free Palestine. And you know, Chris Smalls was just doing the hey, we need to step up for our sister, everything like that. And of course, Chris Smalls was kind of in captivity for trying to support and get materials, water, and all that stuff to Palestine. And by the Israelis, and then he was like, "Oh, so I'm thinking, all right, this is some overseas stuff. This is in America. This is going on right now in Washington D.C. And yes, we are going to continue talking about it each and every single day that the crazy stuff is going on. That's ridiculous, man. D.C., we stand with you. Shout out my brother Phil Lewis. Be safe up there. Shouts out to all my people up in D.C. I got a few folks in D.C., so all y'all be safe for sure. It is crazy. That is America. That's not a foreign land. That's America, bro. That's insane. Shout out to Childish Gambino, I guess, dude, Donald Glover.
Hey, y'all ready?
Ready. Mommy,
I saw this. I was like, bro, ain't no way I'm doing this, bro. This man crazy, dog. This man crazy. He's flying his kids to the Gulf Coast for lunch. His whole family, the whole family in the helicopter, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it, bro. The whole family, if I'm going, like, maybe with the wife to be romantic or this or that, the whole family, you got a baby in a car seat? No, I can't, bro. I can't do it, bro.
Go Juliet, turn right heading 180.
Daddy, got you.
Oh, see you.
November 89 Sierra, Birmingham approach, Birmingham, altimeter 3007.
Hello.
Ain't no way.
The flight down only takes about an hour, 20 minutes.
Only an hour,
Sunday.
20 minutes. You got it, little twin. You got it, little twin.
Pretty day. Few clouds, no problem. Landing on runway 18 at Stennis. One of our favorite airports.
Ready?
Ready.
Entering Millionaire. The view from the restaurant.
Hey, boy. Quick trip to lunch. It's good?
They did all that to eat. No way. No way, bruh. No way, bruh. No way, bruh. No way, bruh. They did all that to eat some chicken tenders and fries. These folks went on a helicopter, put the baby in a car seat in a helicopter, had the other children reading books, children's books, coloring books, things to keep them occupied. The flight was an hour, 20 minutes. It wasn't 20 minutes. It wasn't 30 minutes. It wasn't an hour. It wasn't even an hour. It was an hour, 20 minutes, 80 minutes to go to a whole different part of the country to eat chicken fingers and flying on small private plane just to get chicken tenders and fries. Seems strange. I'm glad people see what I see. Such a dad flex. My dad wouldn't let the whole family travel together. We had to split up between driving and flying. On a trip like this, whoever had to fly down had to drive back on vacation, and whoever traveled there on a private plane had to fly back. Is he serious? My mom did the same thing. You must be filthy rich. He's what you call him, trolling. This dad is a legend. Perfect timing. This is cool and all, but on any given day, literally thousands of pilots all over the world fly their loved ones places. That's a huge part of the point of getting a license. Very relaxing, but usually don't recommend a whole family on one plane. But in this case, considering everybody's age, it's okay. Imagine having that kind of money, such oppression. Y'all trust these men too much. These are the kind of people I'm sharing my truth with. And she's all right, bro. People need to heal. what's the real issue that's bothering anyone? Is it because he's African American? Is it because he has the means to do so and he hasn't broken any laws? I'm happy this family is able to do this once in a lifetime experience. Good for them. That's obviously not once in a lifetime. They do it on a thing. This kid has the best seat. This is so cool. This used to be fun until my family grew too big for our small plane. Oh, they okay. And couldn't afford a larger plane. Hats off to the pilot. These are the moments our children will cherish forever. I said, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, bro. To be honest, I'll let y'all know right now. If I ever, you know what I'm saying, get rich to the point where like I'm flying, you know, this and that and all this and stuff, bro, I legitimately do not know, bro, if I can do a helicopter or a small little one of them Amelia Earharts. I don't know if I could do it, bro. I do not know if I could do it, bro. Am I preparing for a Longhorn shirt? Nah, this this just Wheaties, bro. This ain't Texas. This just Wheaties, dog. It's just Wheaties. No way I'm flying my kids in a helicopter. It's man, if they want chicken fingers and fries, they go to the fast food restaurant and stop trying to go first class every trip. Facts. How is it a beautiful thing to go put your kids in the plane and fly them over a continent to get American food? Like, I don't know about that one, Chief. And I know some people's like thoughts of like, oh, this is beautiful. This is let the kids see, explore it. But like small planes, bro, made me nervous, dog. Made me nervous, bro. And I know you're not supposed to think like that, but I just can't. Angel Reese, she was talking about being bullied at her back to school event. First of all, shouts out to Angel Reese. Shouts out to Chicago Sports Media or Shy State of Mind. Shout out to Shy State of Mind Sports. I watch their stuff a lot, especially a lot of their like Angel Reese press conferences and stuff. So please do not copyright me. Everything I just shouted y'all out. Please follow them. Please subscribe to them. All the things. They're the ones on the ground with the Angel Reese coverage each and every single day. No one is doing it better than them on a local level. So with that being said, here's Angel Reese talking about being bullied at our back to school event in Chicago this weekend.
And for me growing up, I was the tallest in the class, so I did get bullied a lot, and it felt awkward to me, and it wasn't a norm for you to be the tallest girl in the class, and everybody's looking at you. But for me, I always.
You haven't even ridden a plane yet, Dan? Well, planes, bro, they're pretty cool and stuff like that. And a plane is actually more safe than driving a car. Like a commercial plane and stuff like that, it's actually because it's just the accidents are just few and further between each other. That's why it was such a big deal when there were like 6 plane crashes, you know, earlier this year, because like plane crashes just don't happen. Plane accidents just don't happen like that. So yeah.
Trying to stay confident within myself and just surround myself with friends that are genuinely for me. Everybody's not going to be for you. You have to realize that you're not going to be liked by everybody. Everybody has their own alternative ego or what they like and what they don't like. And I even say for bullies, they have insecurities. So don't get discouraged by somebody that's bullying you. They have their own insecurities of what's going on. So don't be a bully. And I'm not going to say don't allow yourself to be bullied, but just consider yourself, just stand yourself high and hold yourself up to high standards, and know that you're that girl, you're that boy. Like nobody can touch you. And if you need help, say something. Speak up and say something. Don't wait until it's too late. Parents, making sure that you're super vocal and talking to your kid. How was your day? That stuff goes a long way. Asking your kid how your day was is really important, because being able to have that relationship, I think it really helps.
W. Angel Reese, mom with the Angel C. Reese Foundation t-shirt. That was pretty cool. Angel Reese talking about bullying. It's sad that she experienced it as a kid and now she still experiences it as an adult because people don't like her confidence. Look at how proud her mom is looking at her. Yeah. A lot of WNBA players, especially like the bigs and stuff like that, deal with bullying growing up just because they're tall. And like tall girls always, like, I don't know if you guys ever grew up with tall girls, but they always get bullied. Like, oh, you a tree, you a giant, oh, Bigfoot, da da da. And you know, having bigger feet or being taller as a woman, a lot of people like associate with that with like a lack of femininity. Like growing up, they did, at least in my area and stuff like that. So These girls deal with a lot coming up. So when it's another reason why I feel like I go so hard when people try to like make jokes or whatever or something about the WNBA and play with those players, because they've already gone through so much in their life just to get to this point. At this point, they should be celebrated. Like they've broken through this and that. They've broken through this and everything like that. And people still want to poke fun at them and make little comments and this is a big girl. Da, da, da. I ain't going for that. That ain't cool to me. That ain't funny to me. I ain't rocking with it. It's stupid. It's whack. All of the above. We're gonna salute these young women for everything that they've accomplished in their lives, for bursting through the scene, and for accomplishing, you know what I'm saying, just being great, being successful in life, like just how we would with the men. You know, if someone from your hood, if someone from when I say hood, I mean neighborhood, city, town. When someone from your town, your city, your area of the United States makes it and becomes a professional athlete, everybody cheers them on, and they uplift them as the hero that they are, the local heroes that they are. And I'm so proud of you, this and that. It should be the same way for the women and stuff like that. I'm from the same town as De'Erica Hamby. We went to the same high school and stuff like that. She ended up transferring out, but every time she does something, people around the community still of my hometown, we still share her stuff, and just show her that love and say, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put it on for the city, put it on for the town. So shouts out to De'Erica Hamby, and shouts out to her cousin as well. All my people over there in my hometown. Calling out Marietta, Georgia, by the way. Calling out how she can't make layups. It's not bullying, by the way. She's way more bully than that, being dense. PR work is heavy. Oh, I'm being way dense, bro. Y'all create fake quotes for her every day. When she's doing something good, it's PR. This you? And she said, yeah. Pretty face, we love you, Angel Reese. No, she gets bullied because she talks ish when she does something good and then cries and says things for sympathy after losing. Who TF shines up for to be a villain just to complain about people treating her like a villain, coward, just like her fans. All right, whatever, bro. You see the bullying right there in the conversation. The Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark fans is the craziest thing, bro. I'll tell you, man. Craziest thing, dog. Facts, Angel. I was a big kid in my school days, and I got bullied and mistreated mentally. I was happy to have that support system to help get me through my life, and I was able to get through it. Yeah, I want to say, I am everything I said. I am pro bullying, and I am pro bullying because I feel like it's a true representation of real life. Like people in real life are just mean. People in real life are mean. They have no kind of just care for you and everything, like they don't care. They're just mean people, bro. And I think bullying at a young age, it teaches you how to deal with that, and it shows you that people like that exist in the world. And I'm all for real life kind of application and real life simulation and stuff like that from a young age. That's why I don't like private school. The idea of private school. Now, of course, if kids are fighting every day, and you know what I'm saying, if kids are fighting every day and it's physical and you're kind of like in physical harm's way and everything like that, 100% get your kids out of there, get them to a private school and give them a better curriculum. If the curriculum isn't up to the level that it needs to be to prepare you adequately for college and after an adult life, yeah, and you can afford it, yeah, private school for sure. But if it's just on some like kids keep saying something about me, kids keep picking on me, kids keep this and that, no private school. No private school. Keep them in public school. Let them know how to get through it and stuff like that. Because it's some mean people out there, bro. Like people is mean, dog. And they're relentless. They gonna say something about you all the time. I think for me, I like because I obviously, like I said, used to get bullied a lot as a youngin', like elementary school and middle school. And then, after that, when I had to learn, because it was like I'll be telling in elementary school, and I was like, okay, you can't be telling. So you get to middle school, all right, how do I deal with this? And I just had to learn and pick it up on myself. Okay, you got to go back at folks. Ever since then, because people have always tried me just because, like, you know, I seem nice and stuff like that. I'm skinny and everything like that. So people have always tried it. But I'm quick to remind folks, like, it's not sweet over here. You can't try it. But I wouldn't have learned that if I never was bullied. So I feel like being bullied was it was something I needed to go through for life. Like everybody needs to, you know what I'm saying, kind of go through that, because that's just real life. It's bullies in the business world. It's bullies at the negotiation tables. It's bullies here. It's bullies there. And you need to be trained to, like, not let people play with you, bro. Because people, like Anicia said, and Anicia ain't say this as like the first person to say it, but just in general, it's a saying in general. People know the right ones to play with. They know who to play with. And you have to let people know you can't play with me, bro. Like, folks try to say stuff in the comments, and then I respond, "Oh, you being oversensitive?" Nah, I'm letting you know you can't just say that about me, bro. Like, this, it's not gonna fly. It's not sweet. I think that's pivotal for sure. These bullies need to be stopped, but the teachers aren't taking accountability on this. I feel like the teachers can only do so much, man. Teachers can only do so much. You know, you see someone making fun or poking fun at someone in the class. Hey, stop that. Yeah, you know, for sure. Teachers can only do so much. It's one teacher, 20 students, 30 students in the class. What can you do? People have no heart, Rashad, and it's just sad that they don't. Yeah, they don't, but that's the point of having bullies in school. Like, I'm not anti-bully. I'm pro-bully. Well, I wouldn't say I'm pro-bully as in, like, yay, bullying, but I'm, like, not anti-bully. I think that's the way to say it. You and I have an idea, though. I think the parents have to take that initiative and take action in some cases, but eventually at some point, like, all the times, like, you know what I'm saying, the 2-3 times or whatever I told in elementary school, bro, like, it doesn't solve anything, bro. It just makes the kid come back and hate you more and stuff like that. And now you got a label as a snitch and everything. It's just not, there's no winning with that, dog. Like, your parents could walk up to them and scare them, go to you know, they could try to fight your battles, your siblings and stuff. At the end of the day, you're going to have to eventually, like, face the bullies and take on the bullies yourself. Because there's going to be moments where your parents or your siblings, family isn't there. It's just you to face the bullies. And you have to learn how to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's life. That's life, man. So, yeah. Independence. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is a story. More than 300,000 Chicago public school students head back to class on Monday, and hundreds of them will be starting a new school year in style, thanks to Chicago Sky Star and Reese from CBS Chicago. Shout out to CBS Chicago, man. This was written by Todd Fuhrer of CBS Sports. Here we go. More than 300,000 Chicago public school students head back to class on Monday, and hundreds of them will be starting. Hold on, get out of here. We'll be starting the new school year in style, thanks to Chicago's Sky Star Andrew Reese. Reese hosted a back-to-school bash at the International Sports Chicago this afternoon on the Northwest Side. There was live music, food, and, of course, basketball. About 2,000 students received new Reebok backpacks filled with school supplies. Reese also sent the students off with some words of encouragement, telling them that they could do anything they set their mind to. Meanwhile, the Chicago Teachers Union hosted their third annual back-to-school summer jam near the West Side. We are always, quote unquote, really excited to get back to the community for our students, our families. We love having them out here, end quote. CTU Elementary Functional Vice President Diane, what a name, Diane Castro said, families enjoyed free food and entertainment while also helping the kids get ready for the new year with school supply giveaways and thousands of free books. We do this so they can have the spirit, motivation, and confidence into the new school year, said teacher Yex Lejeune. The summer jam also included a free visit to the salon so kids could get a fresh new hairdo for their first day on Monday. Shouts out to Angel Reese. Shouts out to the Angel Reese Foundation. I wonder why nobody said anything about this. People talked about the Angel Reese Foundation. I remember that. Remember? Everybody was, Oh, Angel Reese doesn't get it. She has a good heart, but she's too young to understand. Because she was doing the financial literacy program back in her hometown, back in her alma mater at our old high school, right? Partnered up with the Magic Johnson Foundation to present a financial literacy course at her school. Everybody mad. What's financial literacy and teaching kids financial literacy without giving them any capital? Okay, when she gave them things of monetary value, school supplies, and set them up for the success and the tools to become successful and make more money down the line, where is everybody? Where are all the Angel Reese Foundation critics? That's what I want to know. That's the question of the day. Where are all the Angel Reese Foundation critics with something like this? It's all quiet. Oh, Angel, thank you for doing so much. She's doing this, this, that. All right. It's quiet. Look around, everybody on mute. Shout out Beyonce. But I mean, if you don't speak up for yourself, then you're just going to get picked up on a lot. I do see where you're coming from, though, Rashad. There it is. Having the school start back up is good news for me because I get to go to morning movies on certain Thursdays. He said, I would have made it if it weren't for you meddling kids. Dan, you might just be unk. Now, brother. All right. And then the last thing I'm doing tonight, as we cleared an hour, shouts out to Dan, man. Amanda Seales. So beforehand, before it came out, when they just teased it, Amanda Seales arguing a bunch of black conservatives or whatever about a bunch of topics. Someone said, who is this for? Okay, background. Why are people saying this about Amanda Seales? Well, Amanda Seales is someone who a lot of people on the internet. Well, okay, I'll say this. Amanda Seales, obvious, long time commentator and just public figure and stuff like that. You think about the 2000s on VH1 and MTV, she used to be on those countdown shows. Then she was kind of like on Girl Code and everything like that. So she's always been that, right? She's always been that. And then she's turned into a DJ, a comedian, stand-up. Oh, no. She started off as a DJ. I'm tweaking. DJ Amanda Seales. That's why she was on VH1. And then they kept bringing her back on these countdown shows. And then she was on Girl Code. And then she became more of like a kind of personality and stuff like that. As a child, she was a child star on the Nickelodeon show. It was like Gullah Gullah Island. I think she was on Gullah Gullah Island. Hold on, let me see. Amanda Seales, Gullah. No, she was on Gullah Geechee. What show she was on? Let me see. Nickelodeon. What show she was on? Here's her at Nickelodeon. But I can't remember what show she did on Nickelodeon. Oh, My Brother? Hold on. Nick. She was on My Brother and Me. Okay, so she was on My Brother and Me as a child. And then she was DJ Amanda Seales, who was on VH1, MTV countdown shows. Then she kind of transitioned back into acting when she did Insecure. And Issa Rae gave her that opportunity and stuff like that. And that took her career to the next level. While doing Insecure, here's where the turn happened. She was like off the show. And then all the cast members pretty much just hinted at her being unpleasant to work with. They didn't really like her personality. They didn't really like her. And then she came out with stuff saying like, they didn't invite me to the parties at Insecure cast parties. I always felt like an outcast, but that's nothing new. That's my entire life. People just don't rock with me. And so that's when people started hating Amanda Seales. So now it was like everything she said after that, especially like with the activism takes and stuff, people was just like, oh my goodness, here go Amanda Seales again. Like they just roll our eyes every time she says something. This particular video and argument, I think it's just set up for, first of all, it's a fabricated argument for the sake of creating viral content based off of arguing. Like conversation is not even the thing. It's just like made up stuff, right? Just to create engagement and stuff. So there's that. On this, it's kind of set up for Amanda Seales to say just a bunch of kind of dated takes that the particular demographic of Black millennials have of mid to late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s. that type of millennial and black people, of like the stay woke blacks and everything like that. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that mentality and stuff. It's just that people kind of, oh, this is what this means. Oh, this is they kind of like came to that realization of the flaws in some of those things that we were saying when it kind of first hit the internet, of hashtag this, hashtag that, hashtag that. And those millennials of a particular, I felt like they kind of got like almost left behind or stuck in 2012, 2014 with the ideology, and they kind of just never let it go. And that's the issue that people are like, they're like, why do we need this? Who is this for? Shouts out 285 Slim degree, but not if you buck black tea. And he said, for these people, these people. So that was before the thing even came out, the video even came out. Then, and then also this, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it too. I haven't watched this thing, but people are talking about it. It's like a big thing. But now it came out and the thing is going all over. And Andre G said, "Get this stuff off my timeline." Because it's literally just everywhere. It's basically just Jerry Springer without the fighting, and I don't understand why anyone watches it. Man, like that's all anybody's talking about. And people are like really pushing back on it. And then this was funny though. I ain't gonna lie. This was the funniest thing. There's never been a person more ready to argue against 15 people. Amanda Seals, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I like this. This is her lane, dog. This might just be what she needs to do on like a consistent basis. Cause boy, she go against the whole world. Is the whole world against Amanda Seals? There's a lot of people that be like, "Oh, everybody hates me. It's Amanda Seals versus everybody's this and that," and it really don't be that. With Amanda Seals, that's 100% the case. It's certain people, like I feel like her, maybe Kennedy Carter, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark can even say that a lot of times. Like it's certain people that, yeah. He said, "I feel like an aunt." Dang, I feel old, but I'm really not. You're not even 30. Wow, blast from the past. Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was my go-to network back in the day. SpongeBob and Timmy Turner were my favorite characters. Shouts out to SpongeBob and Timmy Turner for sure. Okay, this is the clip that I wanted to play because I keep seeing it recirculated. And this is what I'm nervous about, because these 44 seconds right here could take off this entire live stream. An hour of live streaming could be taken off the internet based off of these 44 seconds right here. So please, Jubilee, be kind to me. Man, Seals, I know I just trashed you a little bit. And Jubilee, I just kind of trashed you for this idea a little bit. I do want to see these 44 seconds because everybody's been talking about this clip in particular. So I fell for the bait, ironically. And why do they keep making these videos? Because Rashad, people like you keep watching these particular clips. If you make an entire hour-long video and it's this and that and it's just set up to create division, this and that, why do they keep creating it? Well, keep watching it. I keep watching it. So hey, I guess I'm part of the problem. Hey, self-awareness is the best awareness. I appreciate Amanda Seals for making the distinction for Black Americans, juxtapose Black people from other places. Until people internalize this truth and fully be honest about it, we can't speak in terms of unity. Thank you, Amanda Seals, for speaking the truth. 44 seconds. I'm putting my live stream on the line. Here we go. Shouts out to Jubilee.
You're not even a Black American. As a daughter of an immigrant, it is imperative that Black people from other places understand the disparate difference that they exist from Black people in the United States. It is not the same, period. And ultimately, the best effort that we can do as a diaspora is to lead in understanding, not in judgment. So when I am talking to somebody from Sudan, from the Congo, from Angola, I am listening to understand their experience, not to undermine it. And I refuse to allow anybody from Grenada, from Angola, from any other place to come and try to undermine the experience of Black Americans. You're not even
I ain't gonna lie, she ate with that one little thing. Be nice to Rashad, man. Don't copyright this, man. I appreciate that, Dan. I ain't gonna lie, she ate with that little thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shouts out to Amanda Seals. Ever at the same time, we are one. We are one. Because when it comes to the cops, we all look the same. We all look the same. We all get treated the same. It's just like when people was like, black people, watch out for ICE. Because they think you know what I'm saying, from one of them places as an immigrant and you a black American. You go through the same thing, bro. When it comes down to it, we go through the same thing. Whether you're bourgeois black, you look like this black, you look like that black. We all get treated the same way, bro. By the cops. So I do want to say that. But in terms of like intra black community discussions, which is kind of like specific, yes, I agree with that. But shouts out to my family all over the world. That's the beauty of blackness, is that we come in all different forms, shapes, sizes, all parts of the world, and all of those things. Dan, I want to say thank you, bro. I want to say thank you, brother. Amanda with the strong voice, 100%. Now, Dan, but before I put this on the big screen, I want to give to the new viewers and stuff like that a little background. Dan is Caucasian. Here it is. We are all human, white or black, but Rashad is my dog, and we might have our differences, but we still friends. We friends, though. There it is. Shouts out to Zero. Shouts out to SSB. Shouts out to Nate. Shouts out to the whole team. But Dan been holding it down for like the past week. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dan, I appreciate you, brother. As always, my name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 10K subs. If you are new to the channel, make sure you follow up, subscribe, whatever you got to do, because I'm live each and every single night. What time will I be live tomorrow? The world may never know, but I'm going to be live. As always, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night, have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Until next time, please take care of your...
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
Front lit.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.